So I've got the pleasure of talking to Simran Chaudhary here for Lyca Radio. Hi Simran, how you doing? You well?
Hi, Doni. Hi. Thank you so much for having me here. I'm doing
Hi.
well.
I'm really good anyway. It was a real honour. When I saw your name pop up, I was like, hang on. Is this the girl that I've been rinsing out on the track Irony? And I was just like, no way. So I was really excited about that. I mean, what I imagined, because obviously I never saw any pictures or anything. I'll be honest, I wasn't following on Instagram, which I so should have, because your Instagram's awesome, by the way. When I watched the video from 3-2, I was like, this person, whoever it is, has got some cheek in them. Like, they've got some attitude, they got something really cool. So I started looking and digging into it. Obviously, I got the single recently, Sayana Manena. And when I watched the video, I was got to say, I think I was right in what I was imagining it to be. I absolutely love the video, love the song, and I've got to congratulate you. It's so awesome. It was so awesome. So yeah, well done on that. I feel really bad because I've been late on getting on it. It's been out for a month already, which is really good.
But it's fine. Better late than never.
Yeah, at least we got there. It's the UK, there's so much going on here. We had sunshine, so we got ruined by that as well. But no, definitely. Simran, I just want to say it's a real pleasure to have you this morning over here. I'll be playing a snippet on the breakfast show as well, so shout out to the breakfast crew gang as well. I did want to ask you, so when I listened to Sayana Manena, there was a lot of depictions of what I kind of understood were to be quite devotional, and I had to look into it, and I believe it is actually a devotional track.
Is it?
Well, I feel like, wasn't there some kind of connotation of like a Radha Krishna and the union? Because even when I watched the video, the way at the end it ties together in the mirror, I just wanted to know and pick your brain, what was the direction? Because you wrote it, sang it.
I mean, Doni, I have to applaud you on that, for that keen observation, because nobody till date has ever come to me asking that.
Oh.
Yes, there is a reference on Radha Krishna, because with the words like "Paas naave, Shyam satave, Jaan mein kaatu ratiyan." So there are like two aspects of it when you talk about love in itself. There's one love that you have with your lover, and there's one love that you have with the beloved.
Yeah.
Lover is more like a romantic relationship. With the beloved, you have a very spiritual relationship. So it talks about it just talks about love in its purest sense, and obviously it is open to perception, whichever direction of love you'd like to take in. And very well said that there is a very, very subtle spiritual aspect to the song. And how it came up was because, like, growing up when I was learning classical music, and there was a lot of khayal gaiki, a lot of Brij Bhasha, a lot of Avdi Bhasha used in the bandish that I used to learn during my training. So that's how the command over the language came up. And Sayana Manen itself is an experiment from me and the team, because so far we were only releasing songs in Punjabi language solely, right?
Yeah.
But with this song coming up, a lot of things, and I would say we kind of found the opportunity to break our own stereotypes, to break the whole monotony, and I think it's gone well with people, and people have been liking it sort of.
I was actually blown, right? Well, it's really good to get music that had so many different layers to it. Like when I then got lost in the video, I then started seeing a pairing, which could be a beloved or could be a partner. They're sort of out of focus. There's the dancers, which I imagined was some kind of clarity because you're expressing through dance music. And then the mirror scene at the end. Am I reading too much into this, Simran?
I love it. Please go ahead.
Yeah, and then the mirror scene, because obviously the union comes into focus, but then when we zoom in, it's actually just a reflection of you. So I felt like there was an element, and I think, again, I might be going deep into it, but I felt, is this a way of not just in a Bollywood song, but you expressing in an indie pop world, as to quote, say, but I felt it was a big expression kind of song, because when I was watching you perform it in the video, and when I see your Instagram, there's this character I feel is very confident. And I think your bio on your Instagram says it straight. The folking Rani. Like, come on. Love that. You know, so I just wanted to know what was your direction? What did you put into this song? Because it doesn't feel like just a song made.
Yeah. I mean, I have to credit Lennon, who shot the video, who directed the video for this, because it was entirely his concept, and he very well gave a direction on the video aspect to the song. Because like the whole couple thing that you mentioned, which is sort of out of focus, but you see them running around and going around. So you know, our story of the song was that Sayara Mane, and when I stand over there, I depict the emotion that the two people are experiencing. You know, there are happy moments, there are banters, there are times when, you know, one's upset, the other one's trying to make it up to them. There's compensation, there's everything, you know, that you experience in a romantic relationship, or in any relationship, so to say. So yeah, and then in the end, the mirror reflection that you see, you know, how you see the couple dancing in front of the mirror, and then suddenly, you know, so basically the contrast is how the song, when you hear it musically, it has been treated in a very quirky way. But if you only focus on the lyrics, okay, if you only focus on the lyrics, the song actually talks about Saya not agreeing to whatever she's saying and not listening to her. So you know how in modern world, how we always hear, you know, relationships are not what they look like. So the ending sequence, standing in front of the mirror, where the couple is dancing and then they're doing like all sorts of happy things to the world, but then when you go deep inside, the inside mirror tells about the real emotion that they're experiencing. So yeah, like how you said, there are too many layers to the video, and I'm loving explaining this to you.
Yes, I'm just a geek, and like it was just really nice, you know, like really nice to watch it. Like the video looked like a lot of fun, very clever. How you've done a lot of scenes in it, you know, and it's a very enjoyable video, and it felt like a story. I think music's really interesting, because when I was listening to it, like I'm a radio show, so we play music. Yes. So when I was listening to it, it takes me to a place, you know, the music's brilliant. It's very easy listening, fits in perfect, you know, because like I said, I do the breakfast show, so it fits in perfectly with the vibe, uplifting, the frequency is brilliant. Then I watched the video and I was like, hang on, I'm not giving this song the credit it really deserves. And that's what kind of, you know, that's what kind of got me as well. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was amazing. I definitely recommend everyone watch it and take the time to watch it. How hard was it making the video? Because there's a lot happening in it.
Yeah, and you know, like it was a first-hand experience for me to be shooting in Chennai, to be shooting with absolute South Indian crowd, because language obviously is a barrier. You know, like we used to really have like laughs about me saying something and them not understanding, and them saying something, me not understanding, because English was the only way we could communicate, and even English for them is pretty complicated that way. And yeah, but I think one thing that I absolutely loved while shooting in Chennai was how sincere these people were. Like the entire team of Lennon, they were very focused, they were very disciplined, they knew what they wanted, they knew what they were shooting, and they knew what needed to be shot, and in what quantity it needed to be shot. You know, a lot of times you end up spending a lot more time shooting a song than it's required, but Lennon and the team, they were very, very efficient with that. They had their time calculations pretty much sorted on a paper, and I mean, I had certain funny moments when like I'd be standing clueless in front of the camera, because not understanding what the director is trying to have out of me, because of obviously the language barrier.
Yeah.
But I think it's been an experience that I would cherish forever.
What do you think was the most difficult, the most difficult part of filming the video? Is there like one scene or something?
I think just understanding the instructions.
That's good. Do we have any BTS? Because that would be amazing to watch. We'd have to follow
Yes.
that.
In fact, I did post some. There was this one video. I think I haven't posted that particular video, but there's this one video where I'm like, I have no clue what these people are talking. Like all I hear is podi 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 kodu kodu kodu. That's all I hear.
Did you learn any?
Yeah, I mean, there's this one video on my Instagram that I posted, and where this one of the crew members, they were sort of trying to teach me to say that sayana mane, like how you say that my lover is not listening to me. How do you say that in Tamil? But please don't expect me to say that right now because I remember nothing.
I'll have to learn. You'll have to send me that bit later on as well. No, again, like it was absolutely amazing. I really enjoyed watching, listening as well. And it just led me onto a thing. So obviously, you've come from a Punjabi singing background,
Yeah.
and then you have a lot of folk flair in your music. What like you're so young. How does the folk, the old style, come with this new pop fusion? Is what it's described. Like, how did that? What was that brainchild? What were you aiming for?
Well, I think I haven't really purposely aimed for anything. All I wanted to do was just be my real self, just be the organic Simran that I am. The whole, like I've always wanted my music to be an absolute representation of who I am as a person and what have I grown up with and what my upbringing has been like, what the culture that I represent, the things that I've seen as a child. So even when you listen to my music, it's always going to be one or the other thing. And if you'll personally come and ask me, I'll always tell you, okay, like this thing is originating from this point of my life when I was, maybe at a wedding, listening to
Right.
two aunties talking to each other. And I've made songs
cool.
about two ladies conversing. I've made songs about a random chat in the village, and it's all original stories, and it's all original narratives that I've picked from different aspects and different stages of my life. And that is exactly what I wanted to do. And I think God has been kind that I have so far been able to stick to my own roots. My parents have played a beautiful role there. They've always kept me grounded, and if at all at any point they saw that my feet were kind of rising above the ground, they've been pretty strict that way.
Oh, those people. I mean, you talked about God's been working. Like, even, I think one thing when I was watching the video, there's so many comments about Panchayat, because I think they put a short up. Someone edited a short, and the amount of likes and comments that came, that who's here from Rinku's shorts reel. And it was brilliant. I thought it was such a beautiful, timeless thing how the Panchayat's doing so well, season 4 at the moment, and it kind of came in, the music fits in, here you are with your, with your style, you're very fresh and bringing something quirky. So I thought it was really nice how it's a full circle. I mean, how was that? Like, what does that mean for, because Bollywood is great. Bollywood goes massive. When you're making it personal, it's a very different story. Like, I don't know if people latch on or get to hear it as much because Bollywood's a machine. It's a machine. So how does it work when you get support like that from such OTT platform series and stuff like that? Like, how does that all work? Is that organic, or do you have to like really push for things?
I feel one good thing that the whole independent music era has done to artists is they've got a voice of their own. They've got a spine in the music that they produce and they present to the world, because it's your own story. Unlike Bollywood, there's no such pressure of fitting into a certain frame or fitting into a certain story and a parameter, and standing up to a director's expectations also, I would say. That's what independent music stands for. It is your story, it is your voice. I feel we are really blessed to be living in an era where there are no such limitations to art, I would say. And I personally enjoy this process so much, like how I just told you, how I just mentioned that, how if I have been very close to the folk music and my culture as a whole, I also get to represent it the way I want to. How you mentioned my Instagram is very very loud and upfront. Now,
Yeah.
Rani's story is able to reach people only and only because we are living in an independent music era. Had this not been the case, I would have kind of tried to fit into the usual Bollywood scene, and I would have tried making a name for myself. But right now, there are no such expectations from any music composer to give me like a big fat chance that gives me a blow up. Like I get to give myself that opportunity to blow up and reach people, right? How incredible is that?
No, it's beautiful, and I just felt, because even I felt it natural. I felt so organic. Even like my fandom now, I'm fully organic. I'm invested in the artist, not just you sing the songs that make me happy, which
Yeah.
is a beautiful, because we hear a lot of music. So it was really refreshing, and like I say, it was a real thing. Now, talking about this, I know I've just got this message that I need to wrap up. I'm going on a little bit. I thought we'd ask a quick fire round, if you're okay with that, to try and get to know you. So I invented this little clip just for you. You're the first person, where we're going to call it 20 in 2. And let's see if you can answer 20 quick fire round for the last 2 minutes. Are we good?
Okay. I'm
Right,
gonna get.
we'll be snappy.
Yeah.
We'll be snappy. Right, here we go. So Simran Chaudhary, you're 20 in 2. Tea or coffee?
Tea.
First song you ever sang on stage?
It was a spiritual bhajan. It was Meera ji's bhajan.
Oh,
Payo
beautiful.
Ramatam Dhan Payo.
Oh, beautiful. What's the vibe in your head when you wrote Say Anamane?
Very jazzy, very classical, very Indian, Western. I don't know. There are too many layers to it.
One artist you drop everything to collab with?
Gurdas Man Sahab.
Oh, lovely. Bollywood or indie?
Indie.
Is there a line in Say Anamane that's your personal anthem, or how you feel?
बैरी ये दुनिया बैरी साजन मैं तोरी सजनी आंगन मोरे आन विराजो लागे है सोनी रजनी. That's my favorite.
Love that. A lyric from a song that feels like it was written for you?
There is this beautiful song by Satinder Sartaaj. There's this very, very precious line that says ke सफरां ते यां सैरां ते नहीं परां ते यां पैरां ते नहीं. That I feel, that I feel is the word for every person out there who's dreaming big.
Love that. Dream city to perform live?
London.
I feel like that was a tactical answer there. If not music, what would you be doing?
I'd be a chef.
Oh, love it. I saw the Dosa video. What was the last thing that made you cry, good or bad?
The last thing that made me cry, I was crying about how I want to speed up things in my career, and I want it to happen quickly, but then I was kind of being impatient about it. Yeah.
Love that. Introvert, extrovert?
Ambivert.
Oh, nice. Okay. What's one habit or ritual you have before sleeping?
Sorry, come again?
What's one habit or ritual you have before stepping into the studio?
Stepping into the studio?
Yeah.
My warm-up.
Your warm-up, did you say?
Yeah, my vocal warm-up, yes.
Brilliant. Biggest red flag in a friendship or collab?
Not respecting my opinion.
Do you use your brain or your gut to make decisions?
Gut.
One thing you're working on about yourself?
That nobody knows of?
Well, if you're willing to share, why not?
Well, there's a certain dance form that I'm learning, and I haven't posted about it at all. I haven't told anybody about it, but I really want to be good at it and then finally present it.
So, and that is? It's all right. Who's your 3 a.m. call when life hits hard or you've got great news?
My sister.
Oh,
My
I love that. Big up the sister. What's her name?
Niharika.
What's one compliment that stayed with you forever?
I was told that I am the modern day's Surinder Kaurji.
Oh, come on. That'll stay forever, definitely. A little thing that makes you feel safe or calm?
When I hug my loved ones.
Nice. Film character that you relate to? Could be a villain. Could be.
Actor. Oh my God, I would say this one. Kareena Kapoor from Three Idiots.
Oh, okay, nice. That's a good one. I love that. That's my favorite Kareena. What's your current screen time per day?
Stream time per day. You'd be surprised to know I'm not a very streaming person.
Love that. I better let you go, Simran.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here.
Real pleasure. Sat Sri Akal ji. Take care.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye. Bye.